Welcome to Supporting Choice and Self-Determination. Whether you are an individual self-advocate, a parent or family member, an educator, social worker, lawyer, guardian, advocate, public official, or policymaker, we're pleased you've chosen to learn more about supported decision-making and other less restrictive options to support choice and self-determination. This training was developed by the Rethinking Guardianship initiative. To learn more about us, visit www.rethinkingguardianshipnc.org. As a result of this training, we hope you will understand why supported decision-making and other options are valuable to individual choice and self-determination, what supported decision-making and other options are, and how to utilize them to support individual choice and self-determination. Notice that you will learn the why, the what, and the how of supporting choice and self-determination. We begin with the range of decision-making options that exist for adults of all ages with disabilities. At one end, there's full autonomy, though really no one is fully autonomous, since we all get help sometimes. Then there's supported decision-making, which most of us use without thinking about it. When we use supported decision-making, we continue to make our own choices, but turn to other people and resources for help and input. Finally, as a last resort, guardianship may be used when a person needs a substitute decision-maker. At Rethinking Guardianship, we believe in considering the least restrictive options, which may include no guardianship at all. Let's start by defining autonomy. Here are a few definitions. It is the ability of a person to make their own decisions. It is the capacity to make informed, uncoerced decisions. It is the ability to act on one's own values and interests. Think about your own life. What kinds of decisions do you value being able to make for yourself? For example, decisions about where you live or who you live with, what you can do with your time, what relationships you have. How about decisions about what you eat or wear? What are some major decisions you've made in your life? Now, how would you feel if you didn't have the right to make these decisions and someone else were to make them for you? It's all about choice. That exercise may help you understand how important choice is to all of us. As Jean-Paul Sartre, a 20th century philosopher, wrote, "I am my choices. I cannot not choose. If I do not choose, that is still a choice." Choice makes us who we are. In the United States, we can choose what to say, choose who to vote for, where or whether to worship, what we want to do, where we want to live and go, and who we want to spend time with. Choice makes everything possible. Making choices is also called self-determination. When people are self-determined, they take charge and they direct their lives. When we're self-determined, we do things instead of having things done to us. We are more in control of our lives and determine how our lives will be. So people who make more choices are more self-determined. Studies have shown that when older adults and people with disabilities are more self-determined, when they make more of their own choices, they have better lives. With greater self-determination, people are more likely to work, live more independently, be well-adjusted, healthier, safer, and better able to recognize and resist abuse. Study after study has found self-determination is the key to a good life for older adults and people with disabilities. When they have more control over their lives and make more choices, they are more likely to live independently. On the flip side, when people lose or are denied self-determination, they can experience helplessness, hopelessness, self-criticism, low self-esteem, passivity, and feelings of inadequacy and incompetency, decreasing their ability to function. So it's important as we work with adults of all ages with disabilities that we consider the best ways to support their self-determination in order to maximize their independence, health, safety, and happiness. But sometimes people are unable to make decisions or refuse to make decisions, putting their health or safety at risk. For example, a person may be in a coma or show significant cognitive impairments. They may be decompensating without mental health treatment. Or even with support, a person may be unable to understand or communicate. They may be experiencing abuse, neglect, and/or exploitation. This can include self-neglect. These are situations where guardianship may be necessary. Just so we're clear about terminology, guardianship is a legal relationship in which a person or agency is appointed by the court to make decisions and act on behalf of a person who does not have adequate capacity to make decisions, including the management of property and personal affairs. Typically, this person is a private guardian, often a family member, but guardianship can also be assigned to a corporation or to the County Department of Social Services. However, while guardianship may provide necessary protection, it should be considered an option of last resort and should not be considered permanent. People under guardianship can experience a significant negative impact on their physical and mental health, longevity, ability to function, and overall well-being. North Carolina law also requires public guardians to annually reassess each individual and identify the least restrictive option available. Although this is only required for public guardians, it is best practice for all guardians to do this every year. So if we know that some people need more support as they age or due to a disability, and if we know that self-determination helps and losing self-determination hurts, then we need a means of increasing self-determination while still providing support. Supported decision-making is a way we can empower people to make their own decisions and get the help they need to make those decisions, so they can be as self-determined as possible and reap the benefits of that self-determination. Supported decision-making is a recognized alternative through which people with disabilities use friends, family, and professionals to help with choices so they can make their own decisions. And it is receiving increased attention across the world as a means for preserving rights while offering support. As we noted at the outset, we all use supported decision-making. For example, if you're buying a car or choosing a service provider for your home, don't you research the topic and talk to trusted family, friends, and professionals? Likewise, for an adult of any age with disabilities, such a supported decision-making arrangement can be intentionally set up, informally or formally. The important thing is that the adult retains choice and self-determination while getting the help they need. In a recent study, people with disabilities who used supported decision-making showed increased independence and decision-making abilities. As a result, they made better decisions and had better quality of life. The National Guardianship Association, which provides information and education for guardians, released a statement in 2015 asserting that alternatives to guardianship, including supported decision-making, should always be identified and considered whenever possible prior to the commencement of guardianship proceedings. Many states are adopting new language in their statutes requiring clerks of court to ask for evidence of trying supported decision-making and other alternatives before placing adults under guardianship. In addition to supported decision-making agreements, there are many other types of supports. They fall into 4 general categories: general, financial, legal, and healthcare supports. General supports include supported decision-making and the Foster Care 18 to 21 program. Supported decision-making agreements can be informal or formal. Either way, supported decision-making is a system of support for an individual in various areas of their life. It can include a written plan that identifies specific individuals to assist with decisions in key areas of life, such as financial, health, medical, and daily living. The program Foster Care 18 to 21 offers continued support and financial services for young adults aging out of foster care at age 18. Financial supports include the following: simple financial tools, such as a joint banking account, which allows another person to help pay bills and manage money. An ABLE account, which is a tax-advantaged savings account for disability expenses. A representative payee for Social Security benefits provides financial management of those benefits. A fiduciary for veterans benefits provides financial management of VA pension benefits. A living trust is a legal arrangement for an individual who is having difficulty managing property or assets themselves. A special needs trust is a legal arrangement allowing an individual with a disability to preserve assets while maintaining eligibility for government benefits. And a power of attorney is a legal document giving someone the right to conduct financial business on behalf of someone else without a court order. This resource is both a financial and a legal support option. Legal and healthcare supports include the following. A healthcare power of attorney is a legal document giving someone the right to make healthcare decisions on behalf of someone else. A living will or advance directive is a legal document that sets out an individual's desires for medical care and treatment when they can no longer communicate and are near the end of life. An advance instruction for mental health treatment is a legal document in which an individual indicates what treatment and care for mental health conditions they want if they cannot communicate their wishes. And again, a power of attorney is a legal document giving someone the right to conduct financial business on behalf of someone else without a court order. You can find more information about each of the supports we have just mentioned at our website, www.rethinkingguardianshipnc.org. North Carolina's Rethinking Guardianship initiative is a collective impact project that began in 2015 and is maintained by the ongoing efforts of people interested in and affected by guardianship. Rethinking Guardianship's common agenda is to promote less restrictive alternatives to guardianship and create long-term improvements in the state's guardianship system. CARES, at the UNC Chapel Hill School of Social Work, provides the backbone support for Rethinking Guardianship. Rethinking Guardianship is currently funded by the North Carolina Council on Developmental Disabilities. At the Rethinking Guardianship website, you'll find many resources about guardianship and less restrictive alternatives, including the following: educational resources in English and Spanish, stories and videos, frequently asked questions, information about guardianship, restoration of rights, and more. Rethinking Guardianship is made up of many partners and many self-advocates, professionals, elders, and families too. If you wish to learn more about Rethinking Guardianship, visit our website, www.rethinkingguardianshipnc.org. Please tell us what you think about this training. Go to our website and click Your Feedback on the menu. This is the end of our training. Thank you.